Plus, drugstore finds to take 10 years off your face.
They're simple, easy things to put on. I love these little secrets.
Next.
Before you can go to DrOz.com, now take a good look at this area of your hand, right here by the palm. How puffy is it, and why might it be draining you of your energy? The answer when we return.
Up next, 5 health secrets hidden in the palm of your hand.
30 to 45 seconds.
Plus, how to
enhance my libido.
Now we're talking.
And later.
Is the key to solving a variety of health problems as simple as looking at your hands? Reflexologist Deborah Flanagan says yes, and she's going to show us how to unlock 5 health secrets hidden in the palm of your hands. So get your palms out. Now, your belief is that your hands hold the clue, an important clue to what's ailing our entire body. How so?
Yeah, the hands and the feet are a microcosm for the entire body, and I'm going to show you a few simple techniques that I show my clients to use between sessions that can really help with different ailments and issues.
All right, so we got 5 guests from the audience. This form of treatment is very different from what I learned in traditional medicine, but I want you all to think about this because the real issue is how does it work? So we got several members of the audience, each here to give it a try. Each has specific issues that we argue, Deborah, we can solve by looking at their palms. First up is Amy. What is bothering you, Amy?
I have digestion problems, so I'm feeling bloated and having constipation, and my energy is very drained, I think, from all of that.
Deborah, what do you think?
Well, I have this $1 million golf ball technique that's really amazing and super simple.
Thank you.
So,
everyone get your golf balls out. We have the whole audience. Okay, so
the reflexes for the intestines in reflexology are on the lower part of the hand, which you can see in the diagram. And by taking the golf ball, interlock your fingers and roll around that area below the palm, kind of grind it in. And if you have digestive issues, usually people will sort of feel, it feels a little crunchy. I don't know.
Yes.
And doing this, just 30 to 45 seconds, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, you should notice a little help with the digestion.
Oh, that's great.
And it feels kind of energized.
Good.
Yeah,
it does.
It
It feels great.
Well, it feels good no matter what.
Yeah.
And how many days would it take for you to see a benefit?
I would do it for a few weeks. I mean, ideally getting a full reflexology session is going to help, but this is going to be a good self-help technique. So,
cool. Amy, I hope it helps you.
Thank you.
Just in case, an extra one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Now, I got to say something. Our medical unit, who we always have review all the shows, couldn't validate reflexology. There's just not a lot of Western science on it. But if I can speak broadly about this thing, there are a lot of things we haven't been able to prove in Western medicine. And sometimes alternative medicine has ideas that are 1,000 years behind Western medicine. Sometimes they're 1,000 years ahead of Western medicine. So I think we're just beginning to catch up to a lot of these areas. So I think what I like the most about this is that, if you give it a shot, if you think is it worth your time to try it? For sure, especially if you've got some of the ailments that we're talking about today. All right, up next is Nicole. How are you, Nicole?
Hi, Dr. Oz.
What issues plaguing you?
I am exhausted. By midday, I suffer from insomnia. So by midday, I can literally fall asleep where I'm standing. Yet I get in my bed at night, and I'm staring at the ceiling until 3 a.m.
Yeah, an inversion almost. So, Deborah, what would you do?
So I'm going to teach you one of the most important points in reflexology. It's the pituitary reflex. And if you look in the middle of your thumb, at the thumbprint, the middle, like the whorl of the thumb, and take the nail of the other thumb and kind of dig it in to that center of the thumbprint, it sort of feels like, to me, like a little metal ball underneath there.
Yeah.
And if it feels like a needle, it means that you've got the right spot, too.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Kind of feels pinchy.
And if it's sensitive, it might be because
I am not sleeping.
Go work on that pituitary area of your thumb.
I will.
And you can do it when you're sleeping. When you wake up in the middle of the night, you can do it.
Do it at midnight. Okay, thank you so much.
Taina's going to join us. Taina, what issue are you facing?
Hi, Dr. Oz. I constantly have a cold. Some people have a cold seasonally. I feel like I have a cold year-round.
So congestion is usually one of the major side effects of the cold or flu. So the fingers are the reflexes for the sinus and the head. And so, as a reflexologist, I'm using a thumb walking technique up the fingers. But at home, the audience, just rub up the fingers. And it might feel a little bit tight as you get to the tips. And doing this maybe 2 or 3 times, both hands, a couple times a day, you usually can breathe a little bit easier right away.
Are you squeezing the sides or the base of the fingers?
For people at home, I'm just kind of rubbing up.
Huh.
But as a reflexologist, I would do my little thumb walking.
Okay, but then you come back down again or just up?
I would, yeah.
The upper
if
back
it were,
both.
yeah.
I like that idea.
And this should clear sinus pressure as well?
Yeah, you should be able to breathe a little bit easier.
Great.
So,
Doable?
Definitely doable.
super easy.
I'll try it.
Thank you very much. Up next is Denise. Welcome, Denise.
Hi.
So what's your issue?
For the last 2 years, ever since I had my daughter, I've been experiencing a lot of upper back pain.
Upper back pain. And what have you done for it?
Just stretching, over-the-counter medications, anything to kind of just alleviate the pressure.
What do you think?
So the reflexes for the spine are along the thumb, all the way down to the wrist. And again, just inching your way down with your thumb, down the side of the other thumb, down to the wrist. And it might be sensitive in certain areas. If it's sensitive, work that area a little more. It's not like a no pain, no gain kind of thing. You can do it gently because you don't want to, cause more issues. You can do it gently and just work that area that's sensitive a little bit more. And I would do like 3 or 4 passes down the spine reflex, maybe 2 or 3 times a day or as needed, when your back is really bothering you.
Thank you. Sounds good.
Thank you very much. And thanks for the advice. We have our last one. Come on home. Keep going. And what's bothering you?
Dr. Oz, I am very busy. I teach Zumba classes at night. I'm training for my first marathon. And when I get home, usually about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, I'm exhausted. My husband lays on one side of the couch. I lay on the other. So I'd just like to see if there's any way I can enhance my libido.
Libido?
Yes.
Now we're talking. All right. Because we don't have a good answer for that in Western medicine. So what would you do for libido issues?
Well, the reproductive reflexes are on the side of the wrist for men and women, so you can do this too. And just kind of make a bracelet with your other hand and twist your wrist. And it's usually pretty energizing as well. But it's great for all things reproductive, libido.
Yeah, our audience is chafing their wrists. This is
And do both sides. You want to be even. But it usually feels energizing. And again, I would do
Anything
this.
energizing.
Yeah, I would do this maybe 2 or 3 times a day.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Wonderful advice as always. Lots more information on DrOz.com. Up next, in case you missed it.